Caroline? Where the hell are you? Pick up the phone right now. I have something important to tell you. Don't tell me you're sleeping at this hour, you lazy cow. If you are, you'll regret it when I see you. You have no respect for me at all. You should treat me like your real mother, not some stranger. Answer me, damn it!
I'm sorry, Taylor. I've been feeling terrible all day. I can't stop throwing up. I was trying to get some sleep, but I couldn't even keep water down.
Oh, boo-hoo. Is that your excuse? It's just morning sickness, isn't it? It's already afternoon. You should be over it by now.
I wish I was. I still feel nauseous and weak. And it's not just morning sickness. It can happen anytime. Sometimes it lasts all day long. Especially bad in the morning. It's like my body is rejecting everything. I have no energy.
Stop complaining, you're fine. Just eat something and get up. I need you to come over and mow the lawn for me.
What? Now?
Yes, now. It has to be done before 6. I have guests coming over tonight, and you have to weed the garden too. The lawn is a mess. It looks like a jungle. Our neighbors must think we're slobs. I can't let my friends see my house like this. It would be a disgrace.
Can't I do it another day? I'm not lying. I really don't think I can do that much today. I'm sorry.
What? Because you're morning sickness? You've got to be kidding me.
I'm not kidding. I really can't handle that much work. Not today. I'm so sorry.
You just said you were feeling better. That is ridiculous.
I said I was feeling less sick, not that I was feeling well. I'll feel worse if I have to do all that work. I don't even know if I can bend over without throwing up again.
God, you're pathetic. You're pregnant, not dying. You'll be fine. I did everything around the house when I was pregnant. What do you do all day? Just lie in bed and watch TV. Do you even do your own laundry, or do you make Charlie do everything for you? And you're 5 months pregnant now, right? Shouldn't you be over your morning sickness by now? It should have been gone away ages ago.
Some people have it until they give birth. I guess I'm one of them. My mom had it too.
Sure. I never got sick at all. I don't think I even had morning sickness. I certainly didn't waste my time in bed.
Oh wow, how lucky. You were one of the lucky ones. Not everyone is. Anyway, I don't think I can do your lawn today. I'm too scared. Maybe Charlie can do it for you.
Are you joking? Charlie is my oldest son.
Well, doesn't that make him the most suitable for the job? He's the strongest.
I might let one of his brothers help, but I can have people see me making my oldest son work like a dog. That's why I ask you, Caroline. Housework is a woman's duty. You know that, right?
Misogyny aside, I don't think housework includes doing chores for everyone in the family. My doctor told me to avoid too much stress. I don't want to risk my baby's health. She said I could end up in the hospital if I'm not careful. I'll have a high chance of losing the baby. I don't want that to happen. I won't be able to do any housework at all if I'm in the hospital.
Don't worry, I'll take care of him instead. He loves my cooking more than yours. Yours is awful. I don't know how he can eat it every day.
I see. Are you trying to kill me? Is that why you want me to do your lawn?
I would never do such a thing. I just don't want to burden Charlie with it, that's all. Fine, George is still at home for summer break. I'll make him do it instead. But that doesn't mean you're off the hook, by the way.
Oh, I forgot George was still in college. He's graduating this year, right? He's so much younger than Charlie. What is it, a 7-year gap? I don't get why you treat them so differently just because of their ages. Doesn't the order they were born in really matter that much?
Of course it does. Charlie is the one who will take over the family when Richard passes away, and he's the one who will inherit the family business. He is the one who will take care for us when we're old. You should respect tradition more. You're his wife, after all.
Okay, I'll try. I'm doing my best. I promise I'd help more if I wasn't so sick. But the baby comes first.
Stop using your morning sickness as an excuse to be lazy. You're already past the most critical stage of your pregnancy. Get over it.
I'm sorry. Do you have a minute? I need to talk to you.
What is it? You're 8 months pregnant now, aren't you? What do you want from me? Is it about baby clothes? Did you get a crib and a stroller yet? Are you going to ask me to do it for you? I would if Charlie asked me, but he hasn't. I'm not pleased with how you've been acting during this pregnancy. You're lucky I haven't told Charlie to divorce you yet.
No, it's not about that. It's actually about where I'm going to give birth. I just got back from the hospital. My doctor told me to go and live with my parents for the whole month before the due date.
What? Don't your parents live in Texas? You're leaving Charlie, who's going to take care of him, who's going to make his food and wash his clothes.
I'm not leaving him. I've already talked to Charlie about it, and he agrees with me.
Well, you've been nothing but a couch potato for this whole pregnancy, and now you're not even going to do the basics? I'm appalled by you. I don't care if Charlie watches you give birth or not. But moving back on your parents is pure selfishness.
I don't think I'm being selfish or lazy. I've been looking after the house the whole time. Do you know how hard that is? It's drained all my energy. I've spent every single day on the verge of fainting or throwing up. I still have morning sickness, even now.
I don't buy that anyone has morning sickness for this long. Maybe if you weren't so weak and pitiful, you wouldn't be sick as you do. Even Charlie is starting to doubt you. He says you look fine at home.
I only look fine because I'm resting as much as I can and following the doctor's orders. I'm sorry, but I think it's genetics.
Well, try harder. You just need to toughen up. Just suck it up.
That's not possible and you know it. You say your pregnancies were easy, but I'm sure you had bad days too.
I guess it can change your mind now that you've decided. You always act so meek. But you're nothing but stubborn. How long do you plan to stay with your parents? A month? 2 months?
Probably 2 months or more. I do feel sorry for Charlie, but I don't think I'll be able to do housework for a while after the birth too.
If Charlie has already approved it, then there's nothing I can do to stop you. Just know that I'm not happy about it.
Thank you. This is really the best for the baby.
But when you get back, I'll be teaching you how to be a proper wife. I'm only letting you slide this time because you're having a boy. Next time, I won't be so nice.
It might be a boy, but there's always a chance the scan was wrong. What does it matter if it's a boy or a girl? I don't care, as long as the baby is healthy and happy.
If you don't have a boy in the next 3 years, you're going to have to divorce Charlie.
What? Why would I do that?
How can you still not get it? Charlie needs to have a son. Who else is going to inherit the family business? You need to have a son. That's it. End of discussion.
I didn't realize you were this obsessed. You want a grandson that badly? Do you enjoy telling me to divorce Charlie? This is stressing me out a lot.
Yes, of course. I would love a granddaughter if we had one, but she would likely get married and move away. That's why sons take over their father's business. You need to have a son.
Okay.
Don't just say okay. Say yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You can go back on your word now, okay? If you don't have a son this time, you need to make sure you have one within the next 3 years, okay?
Did Charlie tell you? I gave birth to a healthy 8-pound baby boy. He was born last night at 10:25 p.m.
Well done, Caroline. You did better than I expected. I knew you'd listen to me. You followed my advice to the letter. I'm so happy I might even forgive you for everything you've done so far.
It was just a coincidence. But whatever you say. I'm glad you're pleased.
I can't wait to see him. Come back home already. Charlie said he misses your cooking too. I don't know why, because your cooking is awful.
I already told you I was planning to stay for at least 2 months. The doctor said I should stay here for another month too. I was in labor for 2 whole days. Can you imagine what that did to my body?
Fine. Since you gave me a grandson, I'll give you 2 weeks tops. How's that?
I'm sorry, but I'll be here for 1 more month. Doctor's orders. I promise I won't be any longer than that.
You're part of our family. You need to put us first. Stop being so weak and get a grip. I'll let you rest for the whole pregnancy. It's over now. Stop being so pitiful. You'll do as I say from now on. You have 2 weeks to get back here, and here I was about to forgive you. Don't get cocky because you had a son.
Both my doctors told me that I'm going to be very frail for a while. So I'll need to take some time to look after myself and rest. If I don't do that, I won't be able to breastfeed properly.
Whatever. Do what you want then. Spend the next month lazing around in Texas. But send your son home as soon as possible. We don't need you, just your child. As long as we have him, we'll be fine. He's my grandson after all.
What? But who's going to breastfeed him? I'd never let him travel that far alone, no matter what. I can't relax when he's not with me.
That's not healthy at all. You're going to suffocate him if you're not careful. He'll end up more selfish than you. We'll figure it out. You can get milk at the store anyway.
You can't give babies just any kind of milk. They can't digest it. At least until they're 1.
Shut up, you're unbearable. Just send your breast milk in the mail then.
I can't do that. Do you know how long it will take to get there? And it'll be way too costly.
Then I'll send Charlie to pick it up regularly. He can take paternity leave for it. I made him talk to his boss about it yesterday.
That'll take just as long and probably be even more expensive.
Then come home in 2 weeks like I ask. I think I'm being totally reasonable. Most people wouldn't let you stay there for another day.
You've had 3 children yourself, haven't you? You must know how hard this is for me.
Oh, I don't care. You will come home in 2 weeks and you will bring your son with you. Caroline, are you ignoring me on purpose? You've gotten very brave since we last spoke. I spoke to your parents, but they don't seem very bright. They had no idea what I was talking about.
Hi, I'm sorry. I fell asleep right after I fed the baby. I've had my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Apparently you were asleep with Jack in your arms. Charlie went to your room to check on you, but you wouldn't wake up. Your parents, I just gave up after speaking to them. Are they always that dumb? It was embarrassing.
Did my parents say something to you? You seem quite upset.
I told them to hurry up and bring you and Jack home. But they seemed to think I was joking.
That's because you're being completely unreasonable. I'd laugh in your face too if I was them. Jack is your grandchild, but he's their grandchild too. When I leave here, they don't know how long it will be until they can see us again. They deserve this month at least. How would you feel if you were in their place?
If they cared that much, they would have had a son. This is why I didn't want you to have a daughter. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Charlie is your husband, so our family is your priority. If you try to stay there any longer than a month, I will have to intervene. Look forward to doing all the chores when you get back here. Caroline, answer the phone. Don't tell me you're sleeping again.
I'm sorry. I was breastfeeding. Is something the matter? You really love calling me, don't you?
You've been complaining about me to Charlie, haven't you? I saw the messages. I finally get to relax at home, but she won't stop begging me to come back. It's not fair at all. There's no way she thinks I can recover from giving birth in under a month. Can you talk to her about it? She won't listen to me. I know she'll listen to you.
I really thought he was taking what I said seriously. I can't believe he showed you everything.
Charlie is on my side, you know? He likes my cooking way more than yours. You're a part of this family now. You answer to me. I don't know what makes you think you have the right to talk back to me.
I'm sorry, I just got a message from the doctor. I have to go. Bye.
Wait, Caroline, are you serious? Don't just run away. Caroline, are you there? Reply to me this instant. Don't just ignore me. I'm trying to talk to you, Caroline.
Good morning, Mom. I know I'm coming home a little bit later than I planned, but I'm moving back in with Charlie now.
Oh, really?
Charlie said he was coming to pick me up at 11:30. Did he already leave the house?
Charlie? No, he's right here with me. It looks like he made a mistake marrying you. I took the liberty of filing a divorce on your behalf. You're welcome.
Really? Thank you so much.
Excuse me? Are you drunk or something? Did you read what I wrote? You and Charlie are now divorced. Why would you be happy about that?
Yes, I saw. I'm really glad. Thank you so much. Did Charlie even try to stop you?
No, he did exactly as I said.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm finally free. He was so normal before we got married. But after that, he suddenly started talking about you all the time. He used to make fun of my cooking because it didn't taste like yours. And he always used to tell me I was cleaning wrong because I did it differently. It was kind of scary. It's like he's in love with you. I knew I'd made a mistake, but I didn't have the courage to end it with him.
You had his child. Are you saying you moved back into your parents' house because you regret marrying him?
That's part of it, yes. But also, I couldn't stand being around you either. And he never once tried to help me. It's hard. The older you get, the harder it is to break up with the person you're dating. I was a bit scared. I just couldn't find the courage to bring it up. I'm quite a timid person, really.
You can't be that timid. You haven't shut up since said you were getting a divorce. You pretend to be timid, but the more you talk, the more I'm convinced it's all just an act.
I wouldn't be able to say any of this face to face. Thank God for texts. It helps that I'm with my parents right now. This is the only place anyone is ever on my side. Do you know how hard it is to constantly be surrounded by people who never support you?
So you were really just pretending this whole time? You make me sick.
And Charlie was pretending to be normal.
Well, now you don't have to do anything with him. You are officially divorced. So just hand over the child and we're done. He's a boy, which means he needs to live with us. He's going to take over the family company one day. We need to make sure he's raised right.
Absolutely not. I'm the one who gave birth to him. He's my son. Why would I let you raise him?
Just hand over the child. Give me my grandson. He deserves to live with us. When? We'll find a new wife and then they'll raise him together.
I've already hired a lawyer.
You are an unemployed single mother. Charlie works for a bank. Why would they ever give you custody over him? It wouldn't be best for the child.
My family is going to look after me. No one here treats me like a baby-making machine. And there's no mama's boy husband here trying to mistreat me. I can't let him live with someone who's done nothing but cause me stress.
You're the rudest person I've met in my life. Charlie told me to leave you alone for now, so I will. But you better watch yourself. We're going to meet his new fiancée later. Her father is the CEO of a huge tech company. She recently got divorced because her husband cheated. If only she'd been single earlier, then none of this would ever have happened.
Wait, has Charlie already found a new wife? Ugh, He didn't waste any time. Oh, but before that, I will be suing you both for forging my signature. You can't get divorced without signing the divorce papers, right? And I don't remember ever signing anything. Maybe he won't be able to afford to have another wedding. What a shame. Good luck.
I hope you haven't blocked me yet. I have an announcement to make. We throw out all of your belongings. They're all gone. We put them right in the trash. We're getting ready for Charlie's new wife to move in. Unlike you, she's happy to actually take care of us. She doesn't just see us as her future in-laws, but as her new family. I know that's what you really thought of me.
Thank you. I was so worried I'd have to do it myself. I didn't need any of that stuff anyway. Thanks for being my storage room for so long and paying the disposal fee. I brought everything important with me when I moved back home. If you were trying to inconvenience me, you haven't succeeded.
No matter how much you hate him, Charlie is still that boy's father. That's a fact.
You're right. That's why he has to pay child support from now on.
What? First you sue him and now you make him pay child support? Just how greedy are you? You're probably the worst wife in the history on this planet.
How could I be? I'm not even his wife anymore. Anyway, Charlie should get his court summons pretty soon. My lawyer is going to submit my case to court this week. I guess I'll see him on the stand. It's been so long, I can barely remember what he looks like. You're also going to be called, obviously.
Charlie is too busy to play with your games. He works for the biggest bank in the country. You know, I told him to just ignore anything you send him. I plan to do exactly the same.
I wouldn't remember that. I mean, I don't care if you do, personally. It just means that I win the case without a fight.
I'm finished here. I don't have time for this nonsense. Goodbye.
You're the one who started the conversation. It doesn't seem fair for you to end it like that. Did something happen?
Charlie messaged me. He said it's urgent.
I see. Well, see you in court. My mom just told me that you and Charlie came by earlier. I was sleeping, so I had no idea. What's going on? Mom said you bought her a gift.
Caroline, I'm sorry for ever being mean to you. Please, let us say sorry in person. We know we messed up. We want you to know that.
Did you finally realize how serious forgery is?
Yes, we know that's bad, but that's not at all. It's much more worse than that. We're so sorry. I'm sorry for everything. I didn't think it would end up like this.
What do you mean by that? Did something bad happen? Everything's been great for me. Sorry, my granddad's texting me. I gotta go.
Your granddad? Please make him change his mind. My husband's company is going to go bankrupt.
Oh, I get it now. I finally understand. When Charlie and I got married, my granddad gave your husband a loan.
Yes, but now that you're divorced, he's demanding it back. And he wants everything he's given us so far back right now. We can't handle this.
Well, you can't really blame him. We are divorced after all. I see how it would be hard for your precious family business. No one would be able to pay back the $2 million.
Yes, we can't do that. That's why we came to see you. We wanted to apologize to your family face to face to show that we're sincere.
Well, I showed him the messages you sent me when I was pregnant, so I don't think any amount of apologizing is going to change his mind. Oh, he also opened an account with Charlie's bank when we got married. His account had about $5 million in it. Anyway, he's closing this account and taking all of his money out. He's old, so he doesn't really know how to do it himself. It'd be super nice if Charlie could help him out.
He doesn't need to do all that. Please, Caroline, stop him.
He told me that if they ask why he's closing the account, he's going to say that he doesn't trust Charlie.
Please, we'll do anything. All three of us will beg for days if you want us to. Please, forgive us. We're desperate.
I can't see that happening. I wouldn't want to see it even if I could. It's not my money anyway. It has nothing to do with me.
We'll pay any amount of child support. We'll pay anything you want in alimony. So please, stop your grandfather. Please, we'll lose everything if you don't.
Whose fault do you think this is?
It's mine. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What are we going to do? Our whole life is going to be ruined.
Charlie's life went downhill after we split up. He got fired from the bank and had no backup plan after my grandpa took back the loan he gave him. His whole family was shattered by our divorce, and they had to move to a crappy, old apartment. They barely make ends meet since they are working at the supermarket all day long. He can forget about finding another woman to marry him. The one his mom set him up with was a gold digger who ditched him as soon as things got tough. He used to be such a nice guy when we got married, but now he's a total jerk who doesn't care who he hurts. I bet he's thrilled to be stuck with his mummy dearest, who always came first in his life. Me? I'm living the dream. My family has been amazing, helping me with everything I need. Jack is going to have a wonderful life, I'm sure of it. And I'm really looking forward to going back to work soon.